where does that money come from initially? Of course, it comes from the taxpayer. So if it was never taken in the first place, presumably parents could have more money to give directly to their child in order to educate them in whatever way they see fit. Again,
how does that money get to the teacher?
Or perhaps it never gets to the teacher. Perhaps they're homeschooled. Perhaps there's a whole bunch of different ways in which you educate your child outside of the usual structures of the schooling system.
I don't think most parents have time to educate their own children like that. We probably need schools. I think they're pretty important, no? Like, it frees up both parents to work. It provides a common place for common education, so everybody's kind of learning similar stuff, so we all know everybody can, like, read and write.
At the moment, there's a lot of two-income households precisely because the cost of living is so high, and the cost of living is so high, at least in part because taxation is so high. Taxation wouldn't be so high if the Department of Education was no longer there.
I don't think that it's going to have that big of an impact on taxes, and I think that the money that we do spend that goes towards public schools, like if there was ever money that we should ever spend in the United States, I feel like on educating our children should probably be that thing.
I think there's also a level of naivety to presume that any federal funding that is given to particular educational institutions is not going to come with some kind of requirement that they teach a particular thing or lean in a particular direction, or at least have some rules associated with how this money is going to be allocated, whether it be to states or to schools directly or wherever the money happens to be going.
I mean, it goes to the states and the state decides how they want to divvy it up. It's not like the federal government is picking, like, Alabama teaches the wrong type of science so you don't get money or whatever. At that level, from K through 12, I think only like 15% of their budgets come from the federal government anyway. But there aren't strings attached. We would know it's a public institution.